Alright guys, how's it going? So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Just got back from Lowe's and I bought some of this clear vinyl pipe. I believe this is 3/8 inch diameter, but anyway, I'm working on my door seals here to try and cut down on road noise and wind noise to make it beefier. But also, this door, I still have the tape on there if you saw my previous videos. I use this to keep this latch quiet because this latch was a commercial, or this truck was a commercial vehicle, and so the door was open and closed constantly, and so this thing's completely worn out now. But just to show you, I just got done putting the vinyl tubing in on that side, and I'll show you the difference in just the thickness of it. So you can see you have the first layer, the second, the inner layer, and then where it actually goes onto the pinch weld. And so you can see it just collapses really easy, and it just goes down to that. So I want you to listen to the noise when I open and close it. And then notice how there's no pressure pushing out when I open the handle. Then we go over here. And these door seals look like my dad's Mercedes now. You can just see how thick that is. Let me get some light in here. See how thick that is now? And so it's still giving, it's just not collapsing as much. So this is just a bend from previous owner. But yeah. And so now, let me roll the window up all the way. I gotta kind of slam it now, and then when I open it, it actually pushes out now. So it's a real tight seal now. So it's got that bank vault door sound now that my dad's Mercedes has. And I got this truck for $8,000 versus damn near $40,000. So it's from my dad's car at least. So yeah, that's getting it in there was real tricky. I'll show you what. Actually, I'll just pull it up right here. But you can see it right there. So it's actually in the middle. But yeah, if you have someone to help you, it makes it so much easier. You really gotta slam the door now, because this is what happens when you just kind of slam it like normal. See? So you gotta do that now. But yeah, that thing is nice and tight now. Hopefully it knocks down the door rattle too. But anyway, how I had to do it, I tried first just using some garage, because I'm at a WD-40. So I just tried using some garage door lube and actually squirting it into the weather stripping and then just pushing it through. But that only worked for about a foot. And then I tried running some old speaker cable I don't use anymore. That didn't work, so then I had to break out the plumbing snake. And that worked. But again, if you have more than one person doing this, it's a lot easier, because you'll find when you're pulling this back out, it would actually kink up the weather stripping. And so what I ended up having to do is rolling down my window and pinching the weather stripping in there and pulling it tight to get all the slack out while I pulled the snake through it. So it was all in all, it actually, taking the weather stripping out, putting the tubing in, and reinstalling it took a little over an hour. So I wish the weather stripping was as easy to take out as it is on the Super Duty, because you don't have this to deal with. It's just literally like taking off here. There's nothing blocking the weather stripping or holding it on, really. But right here's the most tricky part, because you got these oh shit handles really crimping that on. But yep. So I'm gonna probably run down to Lowe's again, maybe today, and get some more of that piping or tubing here and do the other side. But on the way there, and I'll let you guys know if it's any quieter inside, if that door's not rattling as bad anymore. So we'll see. All right, so I just got back from Lowe's, and got the weather stripping off. Maybe I'll show you the door without the weather stripping. But, yeah, that's the pinch weld where it goes. So, yeah. So, and I'll close it without the weather stripping real quick. And you can tell it's almost exactly the same sound. If you recall me closing this door, it sounds almost identical. So it's like, what's the purpose of the door sill other than water, of course? But yep. So hopefully when I do this next one, it'll have that nice same thud that this one has now. So I still just love how thick that weather strip is now. So that's no joke, almost pretty much identical to my dad's car, his Mercedes. It's just the inside of his is foam, so it's actually even better than that. But I'll show you the technique I did to get the snake in there, and then we'll put the tubing in. So I got the window the weather stripping up here in the window. It's jammed in there. The nice thing about manual windows, right? So it's in there, and I've got the snake running in there right now, and it's actually right up here at the window already. So it's after finding out doing this, it's much faster. I didn't have to use anywhere near as much lube. Thank God. So, yeah, that's basically it. You just want to hold it. So, I mean, realistically, you can't do this by yourself. So you just want to pull it like this, and then push the snake in while you're doing it. So that's how I'm doing that. And then once it comes through, let me get it. This is. She's interested in something over there. Where'd it go? Oh, it's about my stereo. Yeah, this is what the stuff looks like right here. So we'll finish pushing it through real quick. Alright, got the snake coming to the top, still going through the bottom, and then we're going to just slide the tubing over the snake here, and the pressure alone from that will hold it while we pull it through pull it back through the weather stripping. Alright, you guys, so just give you an update. So I've got the piping in here, or I'm sorry, the tubing, I keep calling it piping. But it's running into the weather stripping here, and I'm about halfway down now. I'm trying to find it here. So you can see the indent right here. That's actually where the top of the tubing is sitting, or the end of it, I should say. So from here all the way there, and I've got about that much left. So it's really a game of patience with this stuff, just because you have to these things are so old and dry now, I have to wait for the lube to set and really moisturize everything and get everything lubed up so it slides through real easy. But yeah, still the same thing as pulling the snake through. You just want to keep tension on it, make sure it's nice and level and flat, and then pull that through, and it'll slowly start coming through, which it's doing. So I'll let you guys know when I get the end of it out. Alright, there's there's one end of the tubing on that end, and then the other end kind of went in a little bit, but it's right there. So it doesn't really matter to me because that's on the bottom anyway. So another tip I forgot to show you guys, but just to make sure that if you are doing this, to make sure you put the seal on the right way. Again, I put a little pen mark right here to where they both come in and meet. So that's just a tip. But yeah, we'll straighten this thing out and then slip her back on the door. Alright, you guys, the weather stripping is back in. And it's just like the other side. It's just nice and thick now. But you can see where the tubing actually stopped. A little bit short, and it was just because it was stretching while I was pulling it. So we'll give it a test real quick. Nice. It's actually pushing back up against the hinge just like my other one. So, yep. And I forgot to tell you, but when I went down to Lowe's, because normally when the tape's worn on the on the striker, like it is here, the door is just, it bangs around on there, but it was, aside from the truck-like feel and the worn-out feel, this door was not moving. It almost sounded like my dad's car. So I do plan to put some sound deadening in here, either Fat Mat or Dynamat, one of the two. Probably Fat Mat because it's cheaper. But yeah, once I do that, this thing's probably going to be just like the inside of my dad's car on the highway. So that'll do it, guys. I know it wasn't the best description, or walkthrough I should say, but like I said, it's hard to do that and film at the same time with one person here. So, but I just figured I'd show you guys what I was doing today to tinker around on my truck and make it a little bit quieter at the same time. So questions, comments, leave them down below. Feeling generous, hit that like button. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.